Hey, what's up, guys? So this is going to be a PSA, a friendly reminder that nobody gives a flying fuck. Nobody gives a flying fuck that your eyes are open. Nobody cares that, let's say, to give an example, friend of mine, okay? Y'all know her. Well, y'all should know her because I talk about her a few times. Her name's Karina. Oh, kitty. It's a pretty orange tabby in the road. Well, not in the road, but in the parking lot. So Karina, she stopped by my store and we had a little discussion, a little talk. Just talking about, how's everything been with her and all that, Same old. And we got into this discussion about how everybody tries to pull her in, right? Pull her into the drugs and the nonsense. And even her own family. And this is why I emphasize this idea that your family doesn't give a flying fuck about you. So Karina, she used to identify as gay, okay? And if y'all have been subscribed to me for a while, you'll know how I feel about that. There's no such thing as being gay, all right? The gayness is just or whatever the degeneracy is just a symptom, an artifact of the trauma you went through as a child, all right? So she doesn't identify with that anymore, all right? She slowly dropped the gay thing, the lesbianism, as she woke up to the nonsense, especially, after she forgave her father and then later forgave her mother. She just, over time slowly realized that, thinking about her past, right? Because I say all the time, the answers are within you. Like, the only thing I had to do was point them to put the mirror in front of her face and go, hey, look, I know you like to blame your father for everything, but have you ever went to him and asked him? Have you had a discussion with him about what happened in your childhood, right? And that's when she woke up to the lies. Like, her family was just evil, okay? Like, her mother and her mother's sisters, her aunts, Karina's aunts were just fucking wicked to the core. So, now that she doesn't identify as gay, and, she did I believe, kind of paraphrasing, but I believe she did like a FaceTime thing with her mother back in Mexico, right? She's still living here. Karina's living here. Her mother's in Mexico, so they did a FaceTime thing, and her mother can't believe that, she's not gay anymore, right? Or whatever. And like, her mother doesn't really care that she's not gay anymore, right? The only thing she really cares about is that she can brag about how she had a daughter that used to be gay but came back to God. According to these crazy Christians, she came back to God and God took the gayness from her, right? Took away the gayness. That's how they're going to phrase it. That's how they always phrase it, all right? Had nothing to do with this is all within her, right? A lot of Christians, a lot of nutty Christians will say that it was thanks to Jesus, or God took the gay away, or she prayed the gay away. Like, they don't give a fuck whether or not she was into degeneracy. They just give a fuck that they can now virtue signal about their stupid religion, right? They can just brag about how she used to have a daughter that was gay, but she was saved. They can throw their hands up in the air and scream hallelujah like crazy Catholics do. And that's all they care about, Meanwhile, she's trying to get her life straight, right? And the people around her, like her brother, for instance, trying to drag her back down into hell. Like, your family doesn't want to see you succeed, okay? And this is going to go for anybody. Like, for instance, I speak about... Look, I speak in these I use the word bombastic, but I speak in colorful ways to make a point a lot of times. Like, for instance, let's say I'm having a discussion with somebody about my mother and the way she was. And I'll say something along the lines of, my mother was kind of a dumb whore. She was kind of a dumb whore, bar hopping, wild hippie wild child, you know, hooking up with dudes. She met my stupid ass father, and he was weak, so he just hooked up with whoever the first woman. She wasn't the first, right? The second or third woman that spread her legs for him, and just said, "Oh, I love this person," right? That fucking nonsense. And I'll say it like that, but people will still think I'm angry when I'm really not angry. I'm just expressing it in a way that'll get a person's attention, right? Because I don't like speaking in platitudes like, oh, like if I were to just sit here deadpan and, you know, act all holy and be like, oh, I forgave my mother and it was so beautiful, which it was, but I'm not going to say it that way because to me, there's like no soul to that. To me, the passion and the soul comes from these more real ways of speaking. It's like, yeah, my mother got caught up with her trauma. You know, she was seeking God, right? So she was just clinging to whatever, searching for a man, searching for God, like clinging to whatever man she could in order to get a feeling again, right? She's just searching for that feeling that her father may have given her once or twice. I'm not talking about sex, okay? I'm talking about that love, right? And the only thing that the only time women can feel again is when they're getting fucked. You know what I mean? Or when they're having a baby or whatever. So they pop out a child and, oh, I can mold and manipulate this thing so that they'll fucking serve me for the next 50 years. You know, that bullshit. And they don't actively think that, right? But maybe they do. But in the back of the mind, this is what goes on with these ladies. A lot of these twisted mothers and these stupid ass fathers, man. Like my father, for instance, just got caught up with this fucking idiot. And it's just like I said before, two morons got together and had a child, you know? And here I am picking up the pieces. So it's like, that's my point with Karina and her mother. It's like, and she understands this. Like Karina and I had a discussion and she totally gets it. She like sees it. It's fucking like horrifying. It's horrifying to see. It's like horrifying to see your family that you thought loved you for so long, right? And suddenly your eyes are open to the lies. Like she finds out that her mother and her evil little sisters were, you know, manipulating her whole life to make Karina more like them, like drag her into the abyss. And she's been homeless multiple times all of her life because of this separation from her father. And these stupid fucking bitches don't even give a fuck about her. And this is what I mean by your family's fucking twisted. Like your mother is just a twisted creature that is so fucking selfish, man. It just burns me up. Because it's like, god damn. It's so, how do y'all do that? How do the ladies, you tell me, any mothers out there, there's at least one or two of y'all. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. There's at least one or two of y'all in my audience that are mothers. You tell me what the fuck's going on, okay? I don't want to lose you a subscriber, okay? I respect y'all. I respect individuals, okay? But mothers as a whole, oh my god. Like in the media, man, like the media says it all. They can't hide it. They try to hide it. They try to hide it with their fancy words and all this bullshit about husbands abusing them and stuff. You can't hide it from me, okay? I see through that fucking nonsense about how women are abused and how mothers are abused. It's like, okay, let's bring it back. Fucking rewind the tape, brother. Rewind the tape, brother. Let's look at the tapes. I want to know what the fuck happened before that. That you pissed off a dude so much. And men, dude, I'm telling you, man, men are way more sympathetic and empathetic than women are. So I want to know what the fuck you ladies are doing to piss off these dudes so much that you get your ass beat. What are you doing? What are y'all doing? That you'll bring these guys to the point of hitting you, or you'll bring these guys to the point of them kidnapping their own children. Not even kidnapping, taking their own children across state lines just to get away from your crazy ass. You tell me what's going on. Why are women so crazy? You tell me. I know the reason. I want y'all to examine it for yourself. I know the reason. You don't have to tell me shit. But I do want to see a comment. I want to see a comment or two about this. I truly do. I don't know what I'm going to name this video. Something eye-catching. Something clickbaity. Just to get it out there, man. It's unbelievable. I can't get over it. Like, when I was talking to Karina about this, and I started to realize, You know, her mother, I already knew this, but her mother doesn't love her. It's like the lesbian thing. She can't even be happy for her. Like, she would love it if she would love it. Like, her own mother would love it if she went back to the lesbian thing, because everyone's trying to take her back. Like, anytime Karina meets a woman or another woman, right, tries to make friends with another woman, the moment they find out that she used to be gay or whatever, they'll try to like hook her up with another lesbian that they know. It's like they can't even, there's like no respect for boundaries, you know? Like, you got this person, right? Karina's telling this other person, like, hey, I'm not lesbian anymore. I found God. They can't even respect that, and they want to drag her down to hell. And she's too smart for that, okay? She's not going to get drugged back down. That's impossible. Even then, you know, I usually have a discussion with another person every now and then about my own mother and my own father, actually. And they always bring up this bullshit where it's like, actually, no, I'm not going to talk about that. Scratch all that. Anyway, guys, there's probably more I need to add, but I'm going to leave it at that and just go ahead and post this. And y'all fucking leave a comment, because this world is so twisted. Like, the people that are supposed to have passion with you, right? Passion for you or passion with you, and be happy for you when your eyes are open to something, right? Like when you say, hey, you know, my parents were fucking pieces of shit, but, you know, everyone's kind of a piece of shit. And you just gotta forgive them, because they literally can't help it. Everyone's acting out their trauma. Every single person on this planet is just acting out their trauma. Even the animals, man. Like our cats, you know, we've destroyed, in a way, they're pets, but their little nuances and their, what would you call it, neuroses, like the way they act, right? They still act like kittens, and that's, if they were to be outside, they would just go feral, because they like their instincts have been cut off by us, like humans. Like, we did it. We traumatized these cats to be indoor cats. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't recover if they were somehow, you know, left outside or put outside. Especially like, to give an example, Trixie. Like, Trixie's that's our elder cat. Like, she's 13. She's so babyfied that she would not survive. Like, it'd be game over. Not only going off the fact that she's an elder, right? She's considered an elder cat. She don't have instincts, you know? She's just an old lady by this point, and the only cat that may have a chance in hell is maybe Max. Maybe Max and maybe Lucky. That's our orange cat and our little black cat. And I don't know. I mean, I know it's a weird thing to even bring up, but human beings just I don't know. I'm not one of these like anti-human people or whatever, anti-natal people, but human beings do truly tend to traumatize each other, and they traumatize everything around us. And I'm not even making a case for the environment, because I don't give a fuck about the environment. To me, if you want to go off of Darwinism, right, or some bullshit, like, human beings build, and we use tools, and we take, you know, we're like the bees, the carpenter bees or whatever. They build their nests out of whatever the fuck they can find. They chew it up and spit it out. That's us. That's what we do. Only we do it with whatever resources we can. We're builders. We're inventors, right? In this physical world, at least, in these physical bodies. We're beyond that, right? I'm not making a case for that at all. I'm just giving an example. I'm just giving the fucking bullshit Darwinist explanation of what human beings are. And Matt recently has been talking about this. It's like the birds, you know, when's the last time you saw a dead bird? And there's millions of birds, right? Probably thousands of birds just in your general area. When was the last time you saw a dead bird that wasn't killed by another animal? Like, for instance, my cats. Like, I'll find a dead bird maybe once every 3 months, but decapitated by one of our outdoor cats. And where are all the dead birds at? Supposedly, you know, these other animals are so adapted to the environment, but us, on the other hand, we stay outside, you know, in the sun for too long, and we risk getting, you know, skin cancer, or we sleep, you know, fall asleep with the window open, and oh, whoops, I got strep throat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you don't get strep throat that way, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you wake up with a sore throat, and suddenly you're just fucking, like what happened to me recently. Had a weird allergic reaction to horseradish. I went to sleep with a runny nose. I had drainage all night. Woke up with a sore throat. And it had body aches later in the day. I was out for 2 days. And I got all the bullshit fucking tests that I went to go get just to be sure that I didn't have, strep or something, because it kind of felt like strep. Because I've had strep before and it fucking sucks. But it's like I didn't have strep. I didn't have COVID. And I just had to rest for a day, and I was fine the next day. Like 2 days of rest, well, not even 2 days of rest, because I worked sick one day. I called in the next day, so a day, 24 hours, good 24 hours of just rest. But I mean, I know animals get sick too, but Matt really, really, it struck me when I was like, when was the last time I saw a dead bird? Just a fucking dead bird just falling out of a tree, just dropped dead, like, when do you see that? Or a dead cat even? We have like 12 cats on our property, and in the past 3.5 years, only one of them has died. I mean, we're feeding them, right? But we don't take them to the vet. We got them fixed, and that was it, No flea medication, no nothing. But the fucking moment, like, they're domesticated, they start developing all these problems. It's so fucking weird, guys. Like, I want y'all to think about that too. This is a weird tangent to what I wanted to talk about. I don't even remember why I brought this up. Anyway, this video's gone on for too long. Y'all take it easy.